Leadership. It's so important that you cannot build a business without proper leadership. And you cannot scale a business without actually moving up 5 levels of leadership that you need to move to ultimately grow your people, scale your business, and start a movement. And we're gonna get into the 5 levels of leadership that you need to know and you need to climb if you're gonna take your business, your life, and everyone around you to the next level. Let's get into it right now in 3, in 2, in 1. Welcome everyone to the show. I'm so excited for the topic that we have in store for you today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button so that you can watch every show going forward. What's up everyone? My name is Vince Perri. I am your host of this YouTube show, really trying to make a difference in public adjusters' lives, in entrepreneurs' lives, and in everyone that I can possibly make an impact in. That's what this show is about. We really lean on business, on entrepreneurship, and everything that you need to know to ultimately scale your business and scale your life as much as you can. So I'm very excited because this month we are going to really be focused on leadership and mindset, making sure that you learn the proper leadership skills that you need to do to actually scale your business and scale your team, but also to have the proper mindset and the proper vision so that you can be successful. Because I can't wait. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel, make sure that you hit the bell, and make sure that you get a reminder for every time we have a show. Guys, our show right now is like, this Beyond the Claim thing that we're doing is on another level. On Mondays, we have the Beyond the Claim podcast where I sit down with a special guest and we talk about business operations and all kinds of amazing things to really help you. On Wednesdays, it's Content Wednesday. It's the solo show of Beyond the Claim to make sure I'm teaching you all the principles you need to ultimately scale your business and scale your life. And then on Sunday, I get personal and I go live. I go live on YouTube, live on Facebook, and live on Instagram. You're not going to want to miss this, guys. And it's every week. Ton of content. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So let's get right into it, guys. What I want to talk about today comes off of one of my favorite books about leadership. And by far, not only my favorite, but probably everyone's favorite and the most popular, the most successful author on leadership is John Maxwell. The name of this book is The 5 Levels of Leadership. And the first time you read it, you may not understand it, and you may not really understand which level you're on. But all of us are on a specific level of the 5 levels of leadership. And what's even more interesting is that some of us are on a certain level with some people, and some of us are on another level with some other people. Have you ever found yourself in a leadership position where you're leading a team, a project, or you're just trying to get others to follow your direction and you felt like no one was really listening? I can tell you in my first leadership position, it was a tennis director of a tennis facility and I was 18 years old. And I was not able to scale that business whatsoever. We did okay, but it was just average until I was eventually fired about a year and a half later. Why is that? Because people were only following me and I was able to delegate only because I was the director. I basically led by position, and that's because I was a director, so if I told them to do something, they would do it, and then that would be it. But I always wondered why I basically had to do a lot of it myself, all the ideas, implementing of the ideas, and it never really went anywhere. And it's because I didn't actually care about them enough to actually care enough about the business and myself to help me actually scale it. So we have to make sure that we understand the 5 levels, and you have to make sure, and I'm going to give you homework at the end of this one, that you have to make sure that you're actually purposely trying to move up through each and every. Well, I hope you enjoyed what you've had so far, because wait until you see what's coming up next, and don't forget to subscribe. Level. You have to read the book. We'll leave a link because quite frankly, it'll change your understanding of what it takes to actually be a true leader. The difference between having and having influence. One is given and the other is earned. And until you understand the levels of leadership, guys, you'll be operating in the first one and wondering why no one's truly following you. So let's get right into it right now. All right, level number 1, that is position. People follow you because they have to. This is by far the lowest level of leadership and the one that most people actually never move past. You've got a title and people follow you just because of the overall structure of the business. You're the director, you're the manager, you're the owner. Well, I guess this is the guy that we have to listen to and we'll follow him just because we don't want to get fired. So there's no real influence here. It's just literally an obligation. This is where leadership starts, but it should never be where it ends, okay? Now we're going to get into a little bit more fanciness, okay? And that's level 2. Level 2 is leadership by permission. Now people follow you because they actually want to. People follow you because they actually believe in you. People follow you because they actually like you and would actually have a drink with you. This is good, right? Because at least they actually want to and they start to enjoy their job. But it's still just a relationship level. People begin to trust you. They choose to follow you. Why? Well, because you listen, you care, and you're approachable. I was always very good at this level just because I'm a likable person, but I always had trouble actually getting past this one. But at least this is where the culture begins to form and your people want to work with you, not just for you, all right? So that's level 2, is definitely by permission. Level 3 is now the production. This took me personally a while because you have to actually make results. People actually follow you because of what you've done. So for example, if you're going to encourage your team to get in shape and lose weight, well, you better be in shape and losing weight or doing whatever you can to get after it, because this is where the results start talking. Now you've built some credibility by getting things done. You lead by example, you consistently perform, and your team respects you because they've seen your work ethic. That's a big one. Your work ethic, your standards, and your outcomes. This is where leadership gets traction, because now you're starting to create momentum, but not just momentum for you, for momentum for everyone. So that's a good one. But my favorite one, even though there is a level 5, my favorite one by far is level 4. Level 4 is where I think you now take it from where everybody is in that 1, 2, and 3, and you separate your. Most people never get past level 3, I would say, and I know this from experience, from myself. Level 4 is people development. People follow you because of what you've done for them, okay? This is where it's at. Dan Martell says, millionaires build processes, billionaires build people. This is the most powerful level in my opinion, and it's the one that separates the bosses from the true leaders. You're no longer producing results, you're producing other leaders. I will tell you, I was guilty of being afraid to build too many leaders and teach too much and build people up under me because I was afraid that they would either build up to take my position or move on to a different position. I am guilty of it, and I know some of you are too. You have to make sure that you're pouring into others. You have to coach them. You have to empower those around you. And when you help somebody level up, what I've learned now is that they will follow you for life. Quite frankly, this is how you start building a legacy. Maybe not a legacy in your business, but you start to build a legacy just for others, where people will remember you for what you did for them and how you helped them improve. And it is my 2025 goal to actually have that impact on as many people as possible. But let's get to level 5 so that we're not on here for too long. Level 5, according to John Maxwell, is the pinnacle level. People follow you because of who you are and what you represent. This level is rare, but it can be earned over time, okay? At the pinnacle level, your influence transcends roles. People follow you because of your character, because of your vision, because of your consistency to actually inspire them. You basically become the model of leadership. It's not just a manager of people. This, though, is where you actually multiply your mission, okay? It's also where you used to influence others around you, not just directly with you. A great opportunity for that is through social media, so that you can actually take others that are outside of your normal influence and start influencing the masses. That's what that pinnacle level 5 level is all about. So I want to ask you, which level do you think that you're currently operating at? What is it? All right. Make sure you leave in the comments. What's one insight that really opened up your eyes to, like, you know, where you need to grow? Drop your takeaway in the comments. I'd like for us to reflect about it. And I'm going to give you homework. All right. I want you to write down all 5 levels. And I want, next to each one, I want you to honestly evaluate where you think you stand in your current level of leadership with your team, with your clients, and with just anyone that you're leading. Choose one level, and I want you to grow in it this month. I want you to write down a specific action that would help you move forward in that area. And share your level below. Share what level are you on in leadership. Don't be shy. We got to get it out there. Leadership isn't about position. It's actually about progression. The higher you climb, the more people you lift with you. And when you lead with influence instead of authority, you don't just build a business, you build leaders. So let's keep climbing, people. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Those are the 5 levels of leadership that really blew my mind when I first saw it and I first read about it. And it's taken me a while to continue to move up through every single level. So what I want to see you guys do is really break through that level 1 as soon as you can. Go to level 2, go to level 3, and try to break through the level 3 so that you're influencing others as much as you can and help build the people in a complete selfless way. And I promise you, those people will follow you for life. Subscribe, hit the button, what is it? The bell. Make sure you like, make sure you share this stuff. This stuff is powerful. I know it can resonate with a lot of people. So make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe. Follow me on all the social media channels. I'm very, very heavy prevalent on Facebook and on Instagram. So I'd love a quick follow. And that's it. Make sure that you tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday for a new episode of basically our YouTube show, Beyond the Claim. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week, or we'll see you Sunday in my live. Peace out. Thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the show. I put a lot of work, an entire team, we put a lot of work into this to make sure that you get what you need. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. And don't forget to share the information as well. I promise there's going to be somebody else that will enjoy it as well. Set up a one-to-one with me so we can see how we can take your game to the next level.